Okay, hi everybody. I'm really happy to be with you. And in this occasion, we are going to have a bit of a chat with Saryta Schaerer. I hope, Saryta, that I'm pronouncing well your last name. I am very happy to be with you. She is an instructor and she is the chair of the Computer and Science Department. So I believe most of you will find very interesting the things that she has to say to us. And I was like meddling in the web, if that's correct to say, and I was reading about you, Saryta, that you helped students to do their capstone project and help them to make an experience of it, right? And to analyze and to, I don't know, implement the design and lots of things that you guys do in interactive media development. I was wondering, what do you do when you're not teaching, when you're not guiding students? Can you tell us a little about it?
What do I do? Well, I live out in the country. So I do some, not necessarily farm work as in animals, but I have land to take care of, and I take care of my parents who are in their 80s. And I'm also a single mom of two. I have a 10 and a 12-year-old daughter. And then all my animals, so I shouldn't say I don't have animals. I have 5 cats and 2 dogs.
Wow. Okay.
So those are my animals.
You're a pet person,
I'm
right?
a pet person, yes.
Yes, you're a pet person. You have a lot going around you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you are super busy, I believe, all the time. And I believe those things make you happy, like living in the farm, taking care of your animals, your parents, your child. So let's go to the other side. Let's go to Camosun, to interactive media developer. Why should a student study interactive media in this time?
Well, since we've all been stuck online, I think everybody knows why. Everything we do is now very much interactive, and it's all media. So really, this program was designed around the student or the person, anybody really, who was interested in the art side and the technology side. So anybody who's kind of artistic and creative and really, really enjoys technology, this is kind of the way to go. And this includes those things around gaming, simulations, stories, and all of those types of things. So that would be where somebody who'd want to study would come to. I'm actually from that area. I'm not actually a computer scientist by default. I come from an arts background and moved into tech because that's what I enjoyed. So this is how this program came to be. And with the increase, and I know I'll probably be asked this later, there's a big increase in film, and the design and digital media really falls under gaming, film, and like I said, simulation. So stories are now becoming more animated. Okay. So that's where if you're interested in that, that's why you would take this program versus one of the other programs.
Thank you for that. So being said that, which is the main scope? What will a student be able to accomplish professionally?
So we've only started running this program. This is year 2 going on to year 3. So our first set of graduates are coming out shortly. The ultimate goal was for our students to move into gaming, simulation development, film, graphic design, as well as web development. So we have found some of our students who originally came in for a slightly different take have decided that, oh, hey, you know, I can take all my artistic and creativity and move it to the design of web development, which is very much true. Because if you look at our websites, a good website is very visual, very interactive. And so that's where some of them would like to improve.
Okay. It sounds like they're going to be very occupied the whole time and like study, create. That's what I'm imagining with your answer. And if I'm right, I would like to know a typical workload per week outside of class.
So we average 25 to 30 hours of in-class time. So this is a combination of lecture block and lab blocks. So hopefully, if a student is prepped to come in to lab, they can actually get most of their work done within those lab blocks with the assistance of an instructor there. So if they have the questions, they can come in. So on average, we say an academic term includes 25 to 30 hours of in-class and then about 10 to 20 hours out of class time, but that all depends on the week throughout the term, because some terms are a little bit more heavy than others, especially when we're getting close to project crunch time or midterms or anything along that. So I can warn all students, count on a good 40 to 50 hours a week.
Okay, 40 to 50 hours. How much time is needed for projects, homework, and reading then?
Like I said earlier, if a student has spent, so we would usually say, okay, take about 2 hours per class to prep for each one of the classes. And that's where the 10 hours comes in. So you're doing about 2 hours per class for prepping. And that includes looking at what the assignments are, possibly starting them, reviewing your lecture notes or any of that. So then when you come into those labs, which do vary between 2 to 3 hours for lab time, you can pretty much get most of the work done. Some of the labs projects expand 2 weeks, sometimes 3, but still you're given enough where we're hoping we've given you enough time within the lab time where you have that instructor and your classmates to be able to complete your project if you run into a problem.
Okay, okay. Thank you for clarifying that for me. I didn't get it the first time. Maybe our students that are watching had the same problem as me, but okay. With all this workload, are they able to work and study at the same time and make successfully this mix and match, like the work outside and the study?
So yeah, today's world is a little bit different. Many of our students do have to work part-time. We have encouraged students who have been out for a while to maybe reconsider working until they've got back into the flow, can manage their time and figure out how this all works. So yes, we do have lots of students who do work part-time. I won't say we don't, because that would be silly. A lot of students do. What we encourage in our programs is communication. So we get it. There is life. We have to work. We need money to be able to live. So if a student is running into problems, we always encourage them to talk to us. Like, we accept life realities. We're very calm, very kind people, I have found that, and understanding. So when a student is stuck in a position like that, if they do run into those deadlines and they can't make it for whatever reason, to let us know, because we're here to help. We're not here. We want success. We don't want failure, right? So if you're here for a reason. Let us know when you're struggling, because we can't help you if we don't know.
Of course.
Right. So yeah. So yes, of course you can work part-time. We tend to encourage students not to, or consider the fact that you may start part-time working outside of class time, but you may have to consider reducing it or possibly, leaving the job for the time being, if you want to be successful in the program. But that varies by student as well.
Okay. Thank you. That was very helpful. I think that is precious information for lots of students that are watching this around the world, and they're aiming to pursue interactive media with us in Camosun.